A stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown. Prescott off play action. It's holding.
Play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue. Complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has the head of steam coming in and anticipated this type of situation, already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to draw that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, DJ Giddens. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Colts at 2 and 13 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between
behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete.
On 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he stopped immediately there. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Leonard. They set up the screen for Gibbons. And he's across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
That's a gain of 3.
Look at this Cowboy defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the jump. Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
Off play action. Leonard. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
19-18.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Down the field, he's got Warren. And down inside the 15, shy on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Leonard's pass intercepted by the Cowboys. He was defended by Duron Lamb.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They go draw here. Blue. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go.
Prescott now, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That second down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I think completions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. Yeah, that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The ball carrier.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running for the
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go again with Blue. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Cowboys.
Yeah, here we go. I take forward in.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. I forward in.
Prescott to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Across midfield. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Savon Rebel.
First down 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. off now.
And he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call. To get back out on the field, there's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
14 yards.
Now they'll shift things around.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Off the play fake.
Leonard.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun.
Leonard. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
22 yards.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. With no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Got his man, it's Warren.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
72 look.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
A good pickup there at 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Yeah! Here we
They'll run up the middle here with Blue.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. Shedding the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the ground, it's Gray. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They run again here with Gray.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Now Gray. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the run, this is Gray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Yeah, there we go.
Prescott from the gun on third. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short after the incompletion on first down. It's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
First throw now for the backup lock.
They'll swing this out to Giddens.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action. Lock. Complete. This is Mitchell. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Mitchell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game, yet at the same time,